So we finally got gameplay for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and we also got a Wonder Woman game announced. But first, let's talk about the Suicide Squad game, and then I'll talk about the Justice League game. So Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was announced a while ago, but we finally got gameplay for it. Looks interesting. Looks like it's very movement heavy. It's going to be like a third-person movement shooter. There are some interesting things in the trailer. I'd say graphically, it looks pretty much the same as Arkham Knight, which is a little disappointing, but not too bad because Arkham Knight still looks amazing to this day. But it doesn't really look like they focus too much on making it look any better than Arkham Knight, which doesn't bother me at all as long as the gameplay is good. But yeah, it looks interesting. Each player has their own sort of set of movement. We have Harley, who can grapple and sort of web swing like Spider-Man. She's got this sort of bat drone that she's using, so some Wayne tech there, I'm assuming, to grapple around and also do combos with. Deadshot has a jetpack, so he's pretty much Boba Fett. And then we've got King Shark, who can just climb around walls. And it looks like Captain Boomerang's got kind of two modes of running around. He's got super speed, and he's also got teleportation. You notice throughout the trailer, he throws his boomerang and teleports to it. So I'm wondering if he starts out with a teleportation, like he can teleport to his boomerang, and then once you take down Flash, he can sort of upgrade and get super speed, like he gets the Speed Force somehow. I wonder if that'll be the case. I don't know. But yeah, each player has their own movement. It looks like each player has their own guns as well. Character, I mean, has their own guns. It looks like they're not set to any guns. It's just you can use whatever, because I noticed each character using different types of guns. Like Deadshot was using an assault rifle and a sniper rifle. Like we saw Captain Boomerang using a shotgun and an SMG. So there are different things to use. They all have their melee stuff too, because we've seen Harley, she's got guns, but she also got her baseball bat. Captain Boomerang's got those sort of like sickle type things that he's using, as well as his chain gun. And Captain Boomerang is using his boomerang as melee weapons, and also got guns. So looks like everyone's got ranged and close-up attacks. This will be interesting to see how this plays out, because this is obviously way different than the Arkham games. It looks kind of fun. I will say it doesn't get me too hyped for the game. I'm happy that we finally have gameplay, but I don't know. I'm just not like super hyped after seeing this. But this trailer focused mainly on the Flash as well, and I hate his design. I think Flash's design looks horrible. Like the Superman design from what we've seen doesn't look bad, but Flash's design, man, it does not look very good. We do see Flash create a Hadouken at the end, so that's interesting. He also creates a tornado, and so I'm assuming all that will be part of the boss fight when you fight him. This game might be one of those games that kind of lives or dies by its boss fights, because it is Suicide Kill the Justice League, so you want cool fights with the Justice League, obviously. As far as Easter eggs, I didn't like go super in depth with like, oh, what's this? Oh, there's LexCorp and like, there were a lot of that stuff. I did notice that on top of Brainiac's ship's head, there's a city. So I'm assuming that like end game you'll go there probably, because otherwise why would there just be a city sitting on top of the ship? Maybe that's like the process they're gonna do for him bottling like part of Metropolis or something. Who knows? But yeah, this gameplay, I don't know, I'm kind of mixed on it. Like, it looks interesting, and we won't know till you play it, obviously, but it didn't get me too hyped. I am more excited for this than Gotham Knights, because Gotham Knights gameplay does not look too great. This looks interesting. I'm excited. I hope it's good. I'm really hoping the open world's good, because that was kind of the thing with Arkham Knight that I was disappointed with, among other things, was the open world was very disappointing in Arkham Knight, because Arkham City was great, it was contained, it was really good, and we're like, okay, now we're going to open up all of Gotham for Arkham Knight, and then Arkham Knight was like, here's 3 islands that you'll discover everything in like 5 minutes on each island, and then you'll just like be going around to the same spots. It's like, well, man, hopefully Metropolis is a bit more fleshed out and a lot like bigger. Granted, they had a good amount of stuff in the Arkham Knight Islands. It was just it just felt like you were going to the same places over and over again. I'm hoping Metropolis is a little bit more robust. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the shooting mechanics go, considering we didn't really have those in the other games, because Red Hoods didn't really count. But this will be all about shooting, since everyone has a gun. This is a big time movement third-person shooter, so I'm excited. I hope it's good, but I don't know how it's going to be. We'll see. Anyways, let's move on to the Wonder Woman game. The Wonder Woman game, we got a CGI trailer. I'm really excited for this game because, for one, we finally have a DC game that has nothing to do with Batman. That's great. Wonder Woman is a really cool character that could work really well for her own game. And another reason is Monolith is making this. Monolith are the developers that made the Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor games, those Lord of the Rings games, which I love. And I said like their style would work perfectly for a Deathstroke game, but Wonder Woman game would work perfectly as well. The trailer is really underwhelming because it's just a stupid CGI trailer. I hate CGI trailers for video games because it's like, okay, I don't care. This isn't going to get me to buy the game. Freaking show me gameplay. But I'm happy that we got this announced. Again, it's not a Batman game, thank God, finally. And it's a character I actually like, because the Suicide Squad I don't really care about, but we're getting Wonder Woman, and this could, man, the setup here could be awesome. Like, having the Nemesis system from the Shadow of War and Mordor games would work perfect with this, like going after Greek gods and stuff. Man, this thing's awesome. From the trailer, it hints that we're going to be going to Themyscira, because in it, I'm assuming it's Wonder Woman's mom, who says a new threat has come to our shores, and she says, I need to call you home. So someone's attacking Themyscira. Diana needs to go and protect her sisters on Themyscira. I also talk about unite old enemies and forge new bonds. That definitely leads credence to believe that we will be having the Nemesis system, because you'll probably like fight old enemies or something, and then have them as your like your army. Because in like the Shadow of War and Mordor games, you like would recruit enemies and stuff after beating them. So I'm assuming we'll have something like that. That seems really cool. I'm excited to see how the combat is. And man, this is what I'm most excited for as far as DC games go. And it's the one game we don't have any gameplay of, but I love the developer, and it's Wonder Woman, something new. So I'm excited about that, because that's the thing. When I saw the like Suicide Squad gameplay trailer, I'm like, man, I hope this is good, but at the same time, who asked for this? I was like a Suicide Squad third-person shooter. This is just kind of weird. I'm like, who? We could have like a Superman game, a Green Lantern game, Flash game, Green Arrow game. Like, you know, I'm glad we're getting a Wonder Woman game. But before I saw the Wonder Woman trailer, because I saw the Game Awards a little later, so I didn't know the Wonder Woman thing was announced. And I was like, man, but we're getting a Suicide Squad game. I'm still hope it's good. The Wonder Woman game is what I'm most hyped for as far as superhero games go. I'm more hyped for it than any other one that's announced. And yeah, there's not much else I think to talk about. I can talk a little bit about the Star Wars game that was announced. It's from the people that do those games that aren't games, the like quick time event games where it's just all about like making decisions. So that's kind of a bummer, because I like gameplay in my video games. So the trailer was good, but it's also, I believe, supposed to be taking part during the High Republic era. In the High Republic, it was basically Disney going, hey, let's take the old Republic and make it lamer in every single way, and that's what the High Republic era is. So maybe they'll make it cool. I don't know if I'll play this game, because again, I like gameplay in my video games, and this is one of those more of sit back and watch games. So, well, assuming that this developer does what they've done with their other games. So I don't know, hopefully it's good. But yeah, the Wonder Woman thing is what I'm most excited about, and I hope it's good. But I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. What do you think of all of this? Are you excited for the Suicide Squad game? Are you excited for the Wonder Woman game or the Star Wars Eclipse game? I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys later.
Hey, skinny boy, saucy boy, I be running to the bank. Yeah, you know I hit the gas in the whip full tank. Riding past the ocean while I'm listening to Frank.